Hey, sis, does budgeting feel like a chore? If it does, you are not alone. Many traditional budgets fail because they're too restrictive. Now, today, I'm going to show you how to create a spending plan that empowers you and is aligned with your goals. Stay tuned. I'm Ebony Byrne, certified financial educator and money coach, and I help women rebuild their financial lives after divorce. Budgeting shouldn't feel like deprivation. It really should feel like freedom. Let's talk about how we can make that happen for you. Now, here's why I think that traditional budgets fail. The traditional way of budgeting usually focuses mostly on cutting back instead of aligning with the goals that you have for your life. So they don't account for real life stuff or unexpected expenses. And that is why when you create that budget, 3 weeks later, you've already set it on fire and given up on it, and it's not because you aren't good at budgeting, and it's not because you don't know what you're doing. It's really because those budgets are not built for regular life. They don't account for the things that happen. So if you would like to create a budget that works for you and is aligned with your goals, the best way to do that is these next few steps that I'm gonna tell you. So, the best way to figure out how to create a spending plan that works for you is reflect on your spending and your goals. You need to think about what really matters most to you. Is it important that you take a vacation twice a year? If that's important to you, then it gets to be added to your spending plan and you get to budget for that. Is it important that you give to charity? Then you have the right to build that into your budget. It's not all about taking stuff away. It really is also about what you get to add to it to make your life feel more fulfilled. You're going to use my 2024 Reflections workbook to help you clarify your priorities in a way that makes sense for you and a way for you to track your progress. Step two, build flexibility. So I want you to think about what is important to you and how you're going to handle it when life happens. Notice I didn't say if, I said when, because life happens all the time. So I want you to leave room for it. That is where most traditional budgets fail. They don't leave room for the unexpected. So what I want you to think about is when you're building that budget, make sure you have a little bit of a cushion so that you have the ability to adapt and to flow with life. Now, you can't account for everything, and that is okay. That is why you get to create a plan that is aligned with your goals and that also includes the unexpected. And our final step, step three, you're going to prioritize what matters to you. Now, your plan should reflect your values. So maybe that's saving for that trip, like we talked about earlier, or building up your emergency fund. I am a firm believer that we all need to have an emergency fund and a rainy day fund. So when you are building those things, you want to make sure you keep that money in your mind. So that way, when you're creating those plans, you're able to do it in a way that is aligned with what you've got going on and the things that you really want to do later. So the best way to do that is to reflect on those things, see what's important to you, and make sure that you write it down. I know that sounds simple enough, but that is the piece that I think a lot of times people skip. They skip writing down the budgets, they skip writing down their goals, and then they forget what they are. If you don't have a clear plan, how can you stick to it? So that's why if you download my free 2024 Financial Reflection and Success Workbook, you'll have the tools that you need to stick to the plans that you're setting for yourself. So go ahead, download your copy today. Did I mention that it's free? We like free stuff. It fits our budget and it makes us feel good, right? Go ahead, download your copy today. The link is down in the description. And I can't wait to hear what your goals are and what you're going to do moving forward.